Fellow Toastmasters, yes, after last Monday night's meeting, my phone rang off the hook. I had email overload. I can't tell you how many of you called me. You asked me, how can I make those model ships that you brought to the meeting? How can it be done? Me, how can I do it? Tonight, I will show you how you can become an expert modeler. Are you ready? Yes, of course. The first thing you start with is a list of supplies. You have to have all the equipment that you need, and here it is. Can you all see that? Well, you can't if it falls off. Let's make sure it doesn't. All right, we're going to put the list over here. The first thing that you need is a block of wood. You can't have a ship without wood. Then you need a half-inch dowel. Then you need a piece of white cardboard. Then you need a half-inch drill. Then you need a rounder. Then you need a pencil, a skill saw, a red marker, a hole pointer, a wood file, a ruler, a square, and a pair of scissors. Easy, right? Yeah. Every household has these items.
No.
Not every household, but they're easy to obtain. You can build and get all of these things for easily less than $50, and you'll become an expert modeler. I am telling you, it is so great. So you start with the wood block. Every ship has to have a foundation. You start with a wood block. And of course, I brought my examples here. You start with the wood block right here. You have to put the edges on, round it out, and then drill a hole a half-inch dowel will fit in. So you start with the wood block right here. This is it. Number 2, the dowel. You don't put the dowel in yet. Hold on to the dowel. Wait until after you have fashioned the white cardboard into the sail. This is, I think everybody knows this is an extraordinary and beautiful sail, right? Absolutely, a great looking sail. And how do you do that? How do you make the sail? Well, this is where the ruler and the scissors come into play. This is where the square might come into play, just in order to make sure that it's the right shape and the right size to fit this particular model. Now you might say, can I fit it in even if I don't have a half-inch drill? The answer is, yes, you can. Yes, you can, because even with a 3/8" drill, you can make that hole a little bit smaller, a little bit larger rather, to fit the dowel in and to fit it in right. And as a matter of fact, you'll remember from the speech that I gave, one of the ships had to be designed to fall apart. Recall that last Monday night?
Yep.
It fell apart when the Santa Maria grounded into the island of Haiti. So there it was on the floor, the mast came off, and that was perfect, but you have to have a little bigger hole in order to make sure that when you reenact this tremendous event in history, that you're going to be able to have that ship fall apart the right way. So you put that in. Now, you don't put the mast on before you put the symbol of Spain on the mast, because you just can't do it when it's up there on the mast itself. So what you do is you take that red marker and you mark out perfectly the symbol of the King of Spain, King Ferdinand. You mark that out and fill it in, and then you create 2 holes I used right here the scissors to create those half-inch holes so that cleverly this could fit in. Look at that. Look at how easy it fits in.
Wow.
Can anybody do that? Can y'all do that? Can y'all actually recreate a sail like that? Of course you can. That's all it takes, you see. Then you put it in here, and you have what you end up with is a keepsake, right?
Right.
What bathtub wouldn't want a ship like this? Can you imagine?
I can't imagine.
The whole fleet can sail right in your own swimming pool. What a wonderful thing. And a special treat for you. This is something I just happened to think it up myself. Here, I have attached this bottle to this. This is La Nina, to the mast. I've attached it so that when you go over to Clearwater Beach, go swimming, when the tide is going out, you have to remember, the tide has to be going out. When the tide is going out, you put a message in that bottle and you ship it over to England or Spain or the coast of France. And in about 6 weeks, I'm sure somebody over there will get it. They'll be so happy to hear from somebody in America, right? So, yet another reason why you want to become an expert modeler. Is everybody excited? Are you ready to go? Yes. Now, I know that there are a number of people here who probably have some questions, right? Does anybody have any questions about the modeling experience after having... Yes, sir. What is your question?
What is a rounder?
A rounder. Yes. I want to show you what a rounder is. It's a very good question. You don't know. This is a rounder. It's a round cap. And what you do is to use it in order to create these round edges on the back of the ship. Look at that. And then after you trace the line, you use the skill saw. Good question. Very, very good question. That's what a rounder is. Now, are there any other questions?
I have a question, John.
Yes, go ahead, ask your question.
Does the square come with jagged ends?
Yes, look at that. Look at the square. A square is actually 3 feet by 2 feet. So ordinarily it does not come with jagged ends. However, if you Google jaggededgedsquare.com, there is a company that makes squares with these same jagged edges on it. I really appreciate that question. Yes. Are there any? Yes.
How did you try? Can we test? Is instead of the bottle at the back, in the back, you can put wine. So when it's in the pool, you can just deliver the wine across the pool.
An outstanding question. As a matter of fact, you can actually put a glass on the front. Let me show you this. That's an excellent question because you can put a glass right here and put it in the pool and shoot it over to somebody on the other side of the pool. Wow! Wouldn't that be exciting? Here it comes. Here it comes. Here comes the wine. Yes. Good question. Any other questions? Yes, Ron.
What's the angle of the triangle? Sorry, it's a technical question, but what angle should it be?
The angle of the triangle is actually this one here. What is the front angle?
Yeah. Compare, you know, for...
Yeah, that's about 90. That's about a 35 degree angle. 35 degree angle. Yes, it's a sharp angle, but Don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Any other? John, is there a question?
Yeah, that drill, why does it have such a short cord?
Yeah, short cord. Look at these. Some drills come and they don't have any cord at all. If you want a drill without any cord at all, I suggest you plug it into the wall, use the scissors, and cut it. It'll be shocking. It'll be shocking, the result. One last question.
John, so the marker, does it have to be red?
Does the marker have to be red? Now I ask you, if you're going to build a Spanish boat, it has to be red. However, if you're one of the few people who believe in Leif Erikson and that myth, then you could make the symbol out of yellow and blue. Yellow and blue, because that's Sweden, and that's how he did it. So, no, but if you want to make the true example of these ships, it has to be red. One last question.
Actually, you answered it when you asked about cutting the cord. So.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you very much. Listen, everyone here can become an expert modeler, and I hope you take the challenge and you do it. You will never regret it, and your swimming pool will be very happy to have a fleet right inside the pool. Toastmasters.